Let's see how this goes. Hey everybody, welcome. I am in Nuuk, Greenland today. Is this working? I really hope it is. It looks like it is. Great. I am in Nuuk, Greenland today, coming to you live from Greenland. I've been in Greenland for about a week now. I leave on Monday. I got to go back to Iceland for a couple of days before I actually head back to the States. But in the meantime, I have a little bit of downtime. I don't have to be anywhere for a little while. I thought it might be cool to do a little chess stream from Greenland. So let's go and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Now, I am out of practice. I am way out of practice. So I don't know how this is going to go. Let me see if I can get the screen a little more friendly. Oh, okay, let's see. Move that down right there. No. There we go. All right, I think that's good. I'm going to make sure everybody can see my beautiful face. So let's go ahead and play a game. We're going to do a 30-minute game to start out with. I don't have a subscription to chess.com, so I'm not going to be able to do the reviews like I used to. Those were always fun, but it's not going to happen. But let's go ahead and play a 30-minute game and see what happens. All right, here we go. I am white, so I will start out with my basic king. I am playing Abud Sweden, and that looks like a Swedish flag to me, so I'm going to guess that he is in Sweden. He is probably going to bring this. If I had to guess, he's going to bring his bishop here. Anyway, I'm not too concerned about that. I'll just go ahead and carry on. And there he goes. I'll bring this guy out to protect. He'll probably try to harass my knight. This is coming right here, I'm sure. But where do I want to put my bishop? Do I want to put my bishop here? I'll put my bishop there. That should be fine. That's fine too. I will go ahead and castle. Will he take? He might take. He'll take. The question, which do I want to take with? I want to take with the queenside pawn, because then that will free up my bishop, my dark squared bishop, and it will also free up my queen. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, what did he do? No, he took that. Okay, that's fine. I'm not too concerned with that. I mean, he's up a pawn right now, but who cares? It's just a pawn. He might try to harass. What if I just go ahead and bring my bishop down? Think about bringing my light squared bishop to d3 to threaten his bishop. He would probably protect with that pawn. Then I move my pawn up. Let's see what happens with that line. He does this. Let's see. He's probably going to protect with this pawn here. Or he could protect with the kingside pawn. I don't know. With the f pawn, maybe? Okay, so he just takes. All right. Now he's got to move this knight, or else I'm going to take that castle. Okay, well, he can move that too. I think that was a bad decision on his part. I think taking my knight was a bad decision on his part, because, okay, knights are generally a little more valuable than rooks. I'm sorry, than knights. Oh wait, bishops are generally a little more valuable than knights. So he traded a bishop for a knight. I think he should have traded bishop for bishop, honestly. I think that would have been his better move. But what do I know? He very well might win this game. I was thinking about pushing up this double pawn, push that up. His knight is trapped. This knight, his B knight, literally has nowhere to go. I would like to get my bishop here onto the C file. Then that would be a quick checkmate if he screwed up and moved that guy there. This is hard because I'm doing this on a MacBook Pro and I don't have a mouse with a right mouse button, so I can't draw. I can't draw. I used to be able to draw. I don't know why I can't draw now. Okay. I want to get this bishop out, and then I'll connect my rooks. I'll just put the bishop. I think I'll just put the bishop on e3 for now, the dark square bishop. So that way both my bishops are out. Now I'll look at centering my rooks. And he wants a queen trade. I typically don't like queen trades, especially when people are offering queen trades. The question, though, is where do I put my queen to prevent this queen trade? He's once again up. There's people coming back from a walk. See, these are people staying above me. I am about a mile away from Nuuk. I always just say Nuuk. I'm about a mile away, and so the first day I actually did walk from the place where I'm staying to downtown, and I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. So I rented a car, and so I've had a car all week, and it's been great because I've been able to drive all around the city, which there really isn't a lot of places to drive, but it is a nice little, and I have a beautiful view because there's just icebergs floating by all day long. Apparently the icebergs further up north are much bigger. These are pretty small, but still, how often do you just see icebergs floating by in water? Okay, back to the game. This is why I do a 30-minute game, so that I can talk. Let's see. So, I don't have a lot of... Okay, I did say I was going to center my rooks. I think I'll stick with that, and I think I'll put this guy here, just to line it up with his king. And oh, wait. He did take the queen. I forgot all about the queen trade. God damn it. God damn it. I forgot he wanted to do a queen trade. Oh, well. All right, I'll work with it. He's up. He's still up a pawn. He's going to bring... Where's he going to... He could take that guy here. Take that guy here. Here. Completely was not paying attention. I just wasn't paying attention. Ah, oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a good move. I'm going to push this pawn up. He will either take or he could push up himself. If he takes, I'll take with my bishop. That way I'll be threatening this rook over here on the F file. All right, so he just pushed up. Huh. I could push up with this pawn, the B pawn. I could take it up. I'm thinking about threatening, and then he just pushes it. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to block him in, and then I'm going to force him to take. All right, so now he wants to mess with my... Take. So he could take my knight. He could take my bishop here, and then I just recapture. If I do push up with this pawn, he could take the pawn on the B pawn, and I can't do anything about it. He could also... If I do push up, he could also go to... Oh, shit! No, I didn't want to do that! No! This is why I hate these chess streams. I need to get my mouse. Ah, God. No, I didn't want to do that. Sadness. There's so much sadness. All right. I'm getting all viewers will experience. Open the widget. Apparently, I'm not getting I'm resigning. Killing the stream. No. I'm going to finish the game. Threaten. I can move my rook. Oh. Okay. Well, that's what I was going to say. Okay. I know now how to do that. I now know how to do this properly. I can't push a piece and then push the square. All right. So let's see. I gotta be careful. How many games have I lost just because of bad mouse management? Let's see. All right, so he's threatening this bishop again. I'm not too concerned about that. I do think... I am thinking about taking the pawn on a2 to a4. That will force him to do something. Let's just do it. So this is going to force his pawn on b5 to do something, I would presume. Preferably take. And then I can recapture. All right, you could do that too. Now he's threatening this bishop. Where's he going to go next? He could go to... Okay, wait. Let me be careful. He could take his knight and go to c2. Now, if I move here... I'm going to just move my pawn... I'm sorry. I'm going to move my d3 bishop to e4. He could push down with that pawn to harass my bishop. Let's see if he does. I'm also kind of hoping he kind of does this d7 to d5 move, because then I can do an en passant. Let's see if he does that. He'll probably do f7 to f5. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and move this back. That's where I was thinking about moving him to begin with, but... So his knight is safe for now. I think. His knight will be... I mean, his knight's not in danger. He doesn't need to move it. His B knight still hasn't moved. Okay, he's moving it there. He's talking about my... He's hinting at hurting my bishop again. I'm going to go ahead and stick with my plan. This actually opens up the A file, kind of. Let's see if he takes. He'll probably take. I would take. But then if he takes, I'll push up. Maybe I won't push up. Not yet. Alright, so he's going to take... He opts instead to take my bishop. I will recapture. Alright. Now, I can't push up because it's being threatened twice. I can threaten that guy. Let's see, but then he moves down. I was thinking about moving my A rook. I can't push the button. I can't push it. I know I can't. Let me reset. Let me click on his king. I was thinking about moving my A rook to A5. And he pushes down. All right, I can force this line. Next move is going to be to push, depending on what he does. My thought is to, I don't know what he's trying to do here. He wants to push. He probably wants to check. He probably wants to just like start harassing me by checking me. So I'll preempt that. And let's see. Is he going to bother to check me? I wonder if he will. Okay, he doesn't. All right. So I want to do this. See if he takes. He's just being annoying. Nice. Threatening this. I guess I'll guard. I'll guard it with my rook here. Now he might push down with his e-pawn. Maybe. If he does, I'm still going to take with my e-pawn. That's fine. I'm not too concerned with that. I take, he takes. He's up 3. Does he have that many? I have 3. I have 4 pawns. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns. Jesus. All right. There's a pawn death-a-rama. I want to start harassing his B pawn, so let's do that. So now he has to. If he takes. Is his? No, I was thinking about pushing up with this pawn here, but that could be dangerous. Because then he could come down to, let's see, if I push up, he could come to, I want to make sure I don't click on anything. He could bring it down to the G3, threatening my bishop, but I wouldn't be able to do anything. So we're not going to do that. Alright, I think we're going to do that. I want to guard this pawn here on the C file a little more. Oh, at all, really. Okay, that's an interesting move. He's trying to get this guy into the game. Excuse me. Let's see what he does if I harass his rook. Can't move it there, cannot move it there, cannot move it there. He can move it to H4. That's the only place he can move it. He really wants to move his knight to D4. This pawn up here on the D file is just helpless. Let's threaten it and see how he reacts. So I'm threatening this D pawn. I don't want to click on anything. I'm threatening the D pawn here on D7. He doesn't have a lot of good options with it, though. He could move his rook. About the only thing he can do is move his rook over to protect it. But does he really want to bury his rook on the back line? Okay, so he's going for the queen, which is fine. I commend that. All right, now next I want to try and get my bishop. Don't want to click on anything. I want to get my e bishop here to c4. How can I draw? Okay, kind of draw. It's like two-handed. All right, so he's still going to try to do that. That's fine. He's probably going to move the rook down. I'm going to continue with my plan next. Okay, so if he's not going to queen, he's going to move the rook over is what he's going to do. He's going to move the rook to protect that B pawn. Oh, nervous. I must say, I am a little nervous here. He could preemptively move his king. Now would be a good time for him to actually take this pawn. I'm surprised he hasn't done that yet. He might do that. I should watch myself. I should watch what I say. This game isn't looking very promising for me. I will say that. But, who cares? Because, you know why? Because I am in Greenland. Are there any... I don't know if you can see them on the camera. There might be some... If you see some little white specks out by the mountains. Those are icebergs just floating by. And then I was thinking... so I've been here since Monday, and I was thinking, okay, so he's doing exactly what I thought he would do and protecting that, which is commendable. Let's see how he responds to check. That's simple, huh? All right, I got to be careful. Let me move this off the board. Okay, if I move here, and let's say he moves there. I'm just going to go for it, check him again. Wait a minute, I gotta be careful, because if he does queen, I am not going to be able to... Again, I am in Greenland. So, what I was saying, so I was thinking about changing my trip because I've been here for a week, and there was a ferry that goes from Nuuk, where I'm at, Nuuk, not Nook, Nuuk, that goes from Nuuk to Ilulissat, which is the third largest town in Greenland. But you got to realize, like, the largest town is 17,000 people. I think Ilulissat has like 4,000 people. But it was a ferry that left last night, and it gets to Ilulissat tonight. All right. Let's see what I can see. Let's look what I can look. He wants to. Where does he want to go? I want to see if I can get his. If I check him and then he moves, maybe I can get this rook. Let's see what he does, though. So the ferry left Nuuk last night, and it would have been a 2-day ferry ride from Nuuk to Ilulissat, and then it just would have been awesome. It would have been a cool experience. But and then so yesterday afternoon, ferry left at 8 p.m. Greenland time, and so around 2 p.m. I'm like, you know what? I'm going for it. When's the next time I'm going to be in Greenland? Probably never. This is the one chance I have. Blah, blah, blah. And I go and I look, and all of the cabins were booked. The only thing they had available was the shared quarters. The shared, like, it was like a room with like 6 bunk beds. And I was like, no, I am not taking that ferry. So it's my own fault because I didn't plan. Had I planned it better, I would have booked a single cabin. But I'm too old to. I met this person. She was staying at a hostel downtown, and she was 42 years old. And I'm like, what 42-year-old is staying at a hostel? Like, why? And it turned out that she actually got a really great deal because the hostel was just filled with dudes, and she's a woman, and she was like, well, the owner ended up giving me my own room really cheaply. All right, so he's being dumb. I am going to capture that rook. I got his rook. But so she ended up being able to stay in. Oh, I guess I don't have his rook, but I at least have tied up his. I've tied up his knight, which is good. So now I can do this. So anyway, so the owner was like, oh, you're a female. I'm going to put you in the room by yourself. And, and she ended up getting the same room for like a really, excellent deal. That's a good move. And I think I have a better move. He's got to move the king. He's got to move the king. His best bet would be to move the king to f7, I think. Oh, he can't. All right, so I'm going to capture that knight. I get the knight. Got to start watching time. I'm almost under 10 minutes. Okay, so... All right, so I take the knight. He recaptures with his rook. I queen. He captures again with the rook. He's up 1. Let's see how he reacts to... No, he's going to take my knight. I mean, my rook. He might, but then I can recapture with the bishop. Let's see how he reacts to that. He'll probably just take my rook. I recapture. I'm kind of hoping he goes back to d8. Well, he does that instead. Okay. I gotta be careful because of this guy. So I don't know where I was in the story. I got distracted. But anyway, long story short, I ended up not catching the ferry, the Ilulissat. And then I was looking at other, just townships and random places in Greenland, and or for flights to random places. Do I want to go there? No, let's just go here. And there was, everything was like booked, like surprisingly booked. But one of the things about Nuuk, about Greenland in general, is just I am I'm just very surprised at how much construction there is everywhere. It is impressive, the amount of the amount of construction that's going on, and they're building a new international airport. They're literally, downtown is being expanded. They're building like new hotels, new conference centers, because right now it's kind of what you would expect from Greenland. It's a very, just, I don't know how to explain it. It's not very modern. Not to say it's back in the Stone Age or anything like that, but it's it's kind of what you would expect. What's he doing? All right, so I'm forced to go there. But there's just, I mean, long story short is that there is a ton of construction going on. And I mean, honestly, it would might be worth looking into real estate here because it's I'm sure the prices are already expensive, but it's only going to go up. And the little area of I'm in Old Nuuk, so I did learn that there are three major parts of Nuuk. There's Nuuk proper, like Nuuk downtown. Then there is Nusuat, and then there's Kinaput, something like Kinanuput. So those are like the three areas, and Kinanuput is the one that's being built up the most. It's pretty impressive. All right, so he's got to move that guy, unless he wants to lose it. It might almost be advantageous for him to lose it, because I would take it, and then he could take my last pawn, but he's not going to do that. But this has been a really neat trip. It's been. I mean, I have wanted to come to Greenland all my life. It's been pretty amazing, even though I have spent most of today inside. But that's okay. It's okay. I have lunch plans in about an hour. So after this game, I might analyze it as best I can, and then I'm going to relax. Then I'm going to go eat whale and seal, and it's going to be great. It's going to be something. Apparently, I have a chat room. And let's see. Bird of Prey, chess stream, checkmate in 5 moves. I think he sent that a while ago. No. Ellipsis triangle trap. It's only going to go up. Sounds like the thing from before the housing bubble collapse. I don't know. This doesn't. Maybe, but the thing about the housing bubble is like, I'm not an economist, so I really can't say. But the impression I got from that is that was a lot of residential construction that was happening, and what the construction that's happening here is it's commercial. They're building a new international airport, they're building new hotels, and they're of course building residential as well. And apparently the population of Nuuk is just increasing more because there's not really anything else in Greenland. And so yeah, maybe it's a bubble, but the thing about land is nobody's making more of it, so it's only going to go up, maybe. But what do I know? I don't know. I don't know anything. But I mean, like the little neighborhood I'm in is just beautiful because it's quiet. Because there's a lot of apartments, and actually a lot of the apartments here remind me of like those communist style, wait, let me make this move. I am thinking about making an interesting move of my rook to c2. So then he has to choose. Now he could go here. That's a dangerous, because then if he goes to d2, he takes, then we both have rooks. Or I take, and then he takes. No. That might be the move. Let's see what he does. Because I was thinking he might go to d2 to threaten my bishop, but that would be a bad move because I would take his rook, and then he takes my bishop, and then that's rook versus bishop. His best move might be to take. So his rook takes my rook, I recapture rook, and then it's rook versus knight. But then I can get his 2 pawns. All right. Yeah. So now I'm going to get at least 1 pawn. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be on opposite. If I keep my knight or my king on a dark square, then he cannot fork me, my bishop, and my king. I got to remember that. So if I keep my king on a dark square. Keep it on a dark square. I got to be careful I make that move, because then he would be able to fork us if he landed on G4 or on G8. But he's a few moves from that, so I think next I'm going to bring my bishop down here to block. Oh, I can't. All right. So I can do this though. He's in a tough spot, because if he wants to be able to attack the H8 square, he needs to go to F7 or G6, and my king is guarding both of those. So as long as I stay in these 4 squares, I should be able to queen. I still got to watch. I got to be very careful on time, though. I've only got 3 minutes left. I got to stop talking. But anyway, real estate in Nuuk. The neighborhood where I'm staying is beautiful because it's these little houses. It's right by the water. It's got this gorgeous view of somebody told me the name of the bay, but I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce anything. It's all Greenlandic. Have you ever heard Greenlandic? Inuit, Anika, Akikanak. I mean, I'm not making fun of the language. I'm just saying it's just difficult to pronounce as a native English speaker. It sounds very foreign because, well, it is foreign, but the weather here is beautiful. It's right up my alley. All right, so as long as I stay in this area. If time wasn't a consideration, or if I had more of it, I would actually say I'm going to win this game. I would just go ahead and declare that, but I don't know about that. Let's see. But no, the weather, since I've been here, it's been maybe, I'm American, so I'm going to talk in American terms. It's been about high 30s, it's been around 5-6 degrees Celsius, so it's been beautiful. You put on, like, I wear like a t-shirt and then a long sleeve shirt and a hoodie, and I'm mostly fine unless at night where I throw in another layer. It's been gorgeous. And the northern lights have been out. I've only had 2 cloudy days since I've been here, so I've been able to see the northern lights a lot. I've met some really cool people. I've met the people here are super friendly. They're also super drunk, but I get the impression that alcoholism is a big problem here. But no, everybody's super friendly, and it's been actually a really awesome trip. It's been a really cool trip. The only regret is that I did not take the ferry up to Ilulissat. They have dog sledding up there, which would have been cool to do. I'm trying to think of what touristy things I did. I did go on a hike where I climbed over a mountain. That was pretty cool, and did lots of neat stuff. Mostly just drank. I saw pretty much all the bars there are to see in town. There's only like 6. Haven't gone to the Thai restaurant. I have plans to go to the go to dinner at the Thai restaurant tomorrow, because everybody talks about the Thai restaurant here in Nuuk. I don't know why, but it would make sense. My wife is Thai, so I have to represent and go get Thai food. All right, is he just abandoning the game, or what is he doing? It would be in his interest to get to the C3 square, but he's not going to be able to do that and stop me from queening. And the reason I say is, if he gets to this, then so C4, he's not going to have time. I'm going to queen. If I stay on a dark square, he cannot fork me. No, wait, that's with the bishop. But it holds true right now as well. He realizes he can't stop me. If he tries, he's going to lose his knight. So to get back to the United States, I have to get a PCR test in Iceland. I guess I could get a PCR test here, but my plan is to get a PCR test in Iceland. I head back to Iceland on Monday. I get the PCR test on Tuesday, and then I fly home on Wednesday. And I've done a lot of traveling over the summer, and then up until now, this was the last trip of a series of about 5 trips. And then I will not have another trip until December, where I'm actually going back to Iceland. So I'm actually looking forward to just kind of sitting at home doing nothing. Did he go? Did he move? Oh, okay, he went. All right, so let me get my queen. And then if he wants to go to C3, that's fine, but I'm going to capture his... Wait a minute. All right, I don't have a lot of time. I'm just going to... what am I doing? If he captures my bishop, I'm going to get his knight. His only hope of winning right now is time. And my ability to mate with a queen-king combo. He's got to move away from it. I got to watch out for stalemate as well. He's got one valid move. He wants to be annoying. Checkmate. I got him in checkmate no matter what move he makes. And this is checkmate. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I don't know how I pulled that off. Woo! All right, let's go to the analysis. Or do I want to go to game analysis? Let's check that out. Or is it going to tell me to pay money? Whoa! All right. Oh, well, wait. Okay, so I did a, let's see, game report. Is that, I want to get the, like, you know, where it says, like, what percentage and everything. Go premium now. Details. I want to see, like, what my accuracy was. Well, let's see what info we got here. All right, I've got 5 mistakes, 6 blunders, and 2 missed wins. Is what it is. This was a king. Can I go to my mistakes? Can I see those? Like how moments? What is this? Moments, details, report. Ah, this is what I was looking for. So 75.5% accuracy versus 75.3% accuracy, which is pretty. You know, it's a pretty even match. Neither of us had brilliant moves. Both 48% best moves to his 45. Both of us. I mean, so we were like, this was a pretty evenly matched game. Where I apparently had 1 missed win. A move was missed that would have won material or the game. Oh, it tells me right away. Does it? Or is the green telling me where I moved? Do I remember what I moved? I don't know how this works. RF1 was a missed move. Queen to F3 was the best. Why? Okay, because it goes down this long line of assuming what he would have done. That's why. I don't like that. But blunder. I don't like how it's telling me. I don't like how it's telling me what the move is. I like trying to guess it. But maybe that's a premium feature. But all right, you know what? I can't be too sad because I ended up winning the game. I ended up getting checkmate, and I was afraid he was going to abandon the game at the last minute. But to his credit, he didn't. Abood Sweden, thank you very much. Representing from Sweden. You know, I met a Swede guy the other night while I was here. There's lots of Danish people, lots of Swedish people, and of course Greenlandic people. Lots of Asians as well. But that's it for this stream. I will maybe do another stream probably when I am in Iceland. I thought maybe it'd be cool to just play a chess game in Iceland, a chess game in Greenland. I should have done one when I was in Bolivia a couple of weeks ago, but whatever. I think maybe that'll be my new thing, is just doing chess games from the different places where I travel. That's something. All right. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.